Hey everybody, it is Jen. So how many of you guys feel like you struggle with procrastination? Can I get a hand raise emoji or some likes or thumbs up on this video? Let me know in the comment section. I know personally myself, I'm bad with procrastination. I feel like there are so many moments where I see a task that I need to do. I know it needs to be done. And for some reason, I keep putting it off. And often those are the things that need to be done first, right? Those are those big things that we keep putting off. And there's a reason behind that. And there's some things that we do to kind of self-sabotage ourselves that I'll talk about really quickly. And also, I will give you 3 steps to help cure that procrastination and work towards creating better habits. So this is all about mindset training. This is all about creating a habit over time that you need to practice, okay? So when you come on, make sure you comment down below. Let me know if you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay. Let me know in the comment section. Let's create some chat and engagement there down below. It's going to be a fairly short video, so if you want to share this with anybody, you totally can, or you can add them to this group. But I want to dig in right away and let's get to it, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about are the 2 types of procrastination, okay? There are 2 different types. The first type being productive. And that might sound weird and you're thinking, how could you possibly have productive procrastination, right? That doesn't seem to make sense at all. But there is a way. Productive procrastination happens when you are working on something that's more creative, okay? So think maybe you're trying to pick out a paint color for a certain room, or maybe furniture for decorating your house, or maybe you're writing like a book and you're working on writing that, or creating some kind of an ebook or template, brochure, anything that would need creative influence. And why it's productive is because taking time to work on creative projects is needed, okay? You don't want to rush those processes. You want to make sure you take the time and you work on it properly and let your brain wander, just brainstorm and take the time. So sometimes I think we feel like we're procrastinating something, but it's actually a good thing, right? And sometimes we're just in a really poor mood and you know that, or you're really tired and you're thinking to yourself, I really need to do this, but I know that if I do this right now, I'm not giving 100% of myself. It's going to be a really poor outcome, a really poor product, a really poor service, whatever it is, right? So think of it that way. Maybe you're better off taking a little bit of time to regroup, take some time for yourself, feel a little bit better, a little bit more energized, and then jump into that task at hand. So that is productive procrastination. It is leading to a better outcome if you actually put something off. The other kind, on the other hand, so let me know first in the comments if you've ever experienced productive procrastination. Maybe you practice that now and you feel like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I just didn't realize it. So the second one is destructive procrastination, and that one is the most common. That is the one that we think of when we talk about procrastination. And what it is we're putting things off that we just don't want to do, or things that are hard, or things that are stressful. And the thing is with destructive procrastination is we put things off because often we have stress. But that leads to a cycle. So what happens is when you're stressed, you procrastinate. When you procrastinate, it stresses you out because you know you're not getting things done that you need to get done. And then it compounds and piles up. And what does that lead to? More stress. Yes, more stress. So you're stressing because you got to do all these things. Your to-do list is a mile long. You keep putting them off to the next day, and then it's double in size, and you're not getting anything done, and you're stressing over that, and then stressing over that makes you procrastinate even more. It's crazy, but it's what we do to ourselves. And I think the majority of us have either done this at some point in our life or continue to do this, and it feels like there's no way out, and it's very stressful. Because it's exactly what it is. It has nothing to do with time management. I think sometimes we think of that. We think, you know, I have this big to-do list and I can't get anything done. I must have really poor time management. But no, not getting it done just means that we're coping with stress. So procrastinating is a way to cope with stress. But it just gets right back into that cycle. So how do we break that cycle? And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. I want to give you 3 steps that will help cure that procrastination from the destructive. So how can we break out of that, right? How can we break out of that cycle and get going? So the first thing that you want to do is to forgive yourself. Because just in that cycle, like I talked about, if we keep doing this, we're going to be more and more stressed. So what we need to do now is forgive ourselves for not getting shit done, okay? Forgive yourself for having that list and not getting everything checked off that day, because often we put way too much on our to-do lists anyway, and it's just not realistic. We're not prioritizing things either, right? We're just putting everything down there, and then often what we do is we grab the smaller things that are easier, or we grab the tasks that take less time, and we try to get those little things done, when in reality, there's probably something there that's a big priority that if we had that done, if we cleared that out, it would make us feel amazing. It would give us that shot of dopamine that makes us feel so good. You know, that feeling of accomplishment, and then that propels you and the momentum into getting more shit done. So it's sometimes about doing that, right? So forgive yourself for not getting all those things done. Start with that. All right. The next thing is going to be to ask yourself, what would the future you do? So I want you to take time to visualize yourself having those things done. Visualize yourself as if those things were accomplished. Don't visualize yourself now, because right now in this moment, we're really stressed out, right? And all we can think about is all the things that we have to do, and we're never going to get it done. And I got all this work to do, and I got to get this ready for the kids, and I got to get the house ready, and then we got to get the stuff out for Christmas, and there's only this many Mondays left till Christmas, and holy shit, it just gets so overwhelming that we feel like stressed. We feel like throwing in the towel on things. And usually those things that we throw the towel in on, guys, what is it? It's ourselves, right? We put everybody else before us. We do everything that we feel like we have to do for everybody else. And then what happens is we put ourselves on the back burner. We're stressing ourselves out, which is contributing to poor health. We're not having any energy. We're tired. We're burnt out. We just feel overwhelmed, and we have to stop that cycle. So how do we stop that cycle? We get started. Okay, so what I want you to practice, and this is something that I took away from Mel Robbins' book, The 5-Second Rule. If you haven't read that book and you want to, I think it would be a great addition to your library. I love reading self-help books, anything personal growth to help my mindset grow. And I'm not saying I never procrastinate, I still do. Sometimes it's creative procrastination, productive procrastination. Other times it's destructive, right? The two types we talked about. But get started. So try this every time you hesitate. Okay, every time you think, you know, guys, we have 30,000 decisions that we make a day. So every time you're faced with a decision, I want you to take the time to think about it and see if you can catch yourself in this and go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. Okay, so if you're doing something and you start hesitating, I want you to break that cycle, break that thought, snap out of it and say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just move. Do something, anything. And then what's going to happen is you're going to do something, whether it's something that takes 30 seconds to complete. Go take that cup, rinse it out in the sink, and put it on the side of the sink as opposed to letting the dishes pile up, okay? Think of those little things that you can do to help make you feel good, make you feel accomplished, and get into the ritual of getting started. Get yourself a get started ritual. So try that out. So next thing on your list that you need to do, you're looking at your list and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. I have so much to do. Stop it. Get that out of my head. I don't have that much to do. Take it one thing at a time. Let's break these goals down. If I just start this one task, don't worry about finishing it, okay? I think that's the big problem. We look at a goal, we look at a task, and we think about, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever to finish. Once I start this, I got to drag all this stuff out of the closet, or I got to do all this, and it's going to make a bigger mess than anything, and I don't have time to finish the task. How many of you guys feel that way? Let me know in the comments. Give me some thumbs up if you feel that way, because that's me. That's me. I look at the task, and I'm like, oh, I don't have time to start and finish this. But we have time to start it. And that's the thing. If you just get started, just start. And when it comes to our health and fitness, how many of you guys feel like you've made some changes this past week with the water? You just do it, right? You're just like, okay, let me just drink some more water, get into that habit. And do you already feel your life starting to change a little bit? I know I do, just from making little small decisions over time. And that's how you get to that success. You get started. And get yourself into a routine, a ritual of getting started. And forget about the finale, forget about the final goal product. While that's going to feel amazing, those little shots of dopamine from getting little small steps done, it's really going to help you feel accomplished so that you can finish that task at hand. I promise you it will make a world of a difference. Just get started. So next time you're faced with a choice and you have to do something or not do something, don't even think about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. Just move. Just go. Okay? So let me know if this was helpful to you guys. If you want to share this video with anybody that you think will be helpful, go ahead and share it. And also you can add people into this free Fit Club if you like, or you can let them know about it, word of mouth. I love referrals. Let's get this community built up huge and see how many lives that we can share. So I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow about some more mindset, and let's get this noggin working for us, okay? Instead of stressing it out, making it feel overwhelmed this time of year with Christmas coming up and the holidays coming up. It can get really overwhelming, and I want us to have a very clear mindset, some really good goals in place. We're not waiting until January 1 for our New Year's resolutions, right? We are bigger and stronger than that. We're starting today. Okay, so if you're starting today and you're ready to make some changes right now and you're not going to wait, there's so much time. You could completely change your life before the new year. So let's start today. So let me know in the comments if you are ready to make some changes, if you're going to implement this and get shit done. Okay, bye guys.